There's no reason why someone shouldn't have easy access to mental health capabilities. Hey guys, so I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm sure a lot of you are going to find unpopular. First off, I'm going to preface this by saying I've never owned a gun. I don't ever plan on owning a gun, but I do support the rights of others to own guns. We keep hearing this argument that, what do people need with an AR-15? They call it an assault rifle. Well, that term is made up. Now, let's talk about this. Why does someone need that? Well, the reason for our right to bear arms is so that we never find ourselves in a situation where our government is using guns to force us to do things against our will. That's the whole reason it was put into place. You got to remember the history of our country and where we came from. And we were occupied by the British as a colony, and we were tired of the tyranny. And so we fought back, and our forefathers made it a point to make sure that we could simply fight back if necessary. And that is why we have the right to bear arms. Now, why an AR-15? Well, why not a musket? That's what people say, when the Constitution was written, muskets were the popular gun. Well, but that was also the popular gun for the government. What does the government use today? Do they use muskets? I don't think so. So just like we always say, the Constitution is a living and breathing document. Well, that's the proof of it. As times have changed, the Constitution was written in a manner that enables it to keep up with the times. And that's something that I find missing in every anti-gun argument. Now, we keep talking about these common sense gun laws and how we need to change this and we need to change that. Yet Colorado has all of the laws that the left is asking for these, quote, common sense, end quote, gun laws. And yet they still just had a shooting where 10 people were killed. This happens because criminals are criminals. This happens because violent people will do violent things. This is why it happens. It isn't happening because someone has the right to own a gun. It's happening because people who are crazy misuse the right to own a gun. That's the clear distinction. And I still say, and I say this every time there's a shooting, this country needs to take the mental health of its citizens a lot more seriously, and it needs to be more concerned about the mental health of people in general. Then, and only then, will things like this stop happening. This is a mental health issue, people. This is not a criminal issue. This is not some gun law issue. This is 100% a mental health issue. Now, to prove what a problem the mental health issue is, how many of your friends tell you that they're going to see a therapist? Like literally just come right out and say, oh, today I went to see my therapist. I'm going to bet not many. And the reason is that there's a stigma attached to needing to see a therapist. Now, I think that's stupid. I've gone to see a therapist, and it's taught me a lot of things about communication with my partner. That's just how it works. When she and I have a disagreement, I think back to what I've learned with my therapist, and I utilize it to diffuse the situation. It just works really well. So, the fact is that there's this stigma, and we need to remove that stigma, because that stigma is causing people to not seek help when they actually need it. And that's really a shame. There's no reason why someone shouldn't have easy access to mental health capabilities. And it just isn't possible. I mean, these days, in order to even get to see a therapist, you got to do it online. And not everybody is comfortable with that. Not everybody feels like that's the best way to go. But yet that's the only way we have right now. I think we must focus more on the mental health issue. So that's my take on this. Popular or not, it's what I believe. I don't really care what people think about my opinion. It's just my opinion. My opinion is just one of a million other opinions that are out there on this topic. So thanks for listening to me rant about this. And if you enjoyed what I had to say and you're looking to see more, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get more like this, I promise you.